This is where innovation meets aspiration, a space designed not just to sell, but to inspire a deep belief in the power of movement. Each pair stands here like a masterpiece, crafted to be observed, admired, and eventually lived in as part of your personal journey. Before motion begins, intention is revealed. The box itself carries decades of meaning, holding a silent promise of what lies inside. Every small movement builds anticipation, and even the silence in this room feels carefully designed to let you focus on the discovery. The reveal is never rushed, because true perfection deserves patience. We slow down time to honor the respect that craftsmanship demands. At the smallest scale, dedication becomes visible. Every thread is aligned with the strict discipline of true craftsmanship and focus. Numbers fade as quality comes into focus, creating value defined not by cost, but by the true purpose of the object. Weight, balance, and intention meet the hand. This is a product designed to respond instinctively to the natural mechanics of your body. Across streets filled with ambition, confidence travels step by step, transmitting a sense of capability with every single stride you take. Under neon skies, rhythm takes over, and movement syncs naturally with the city's pulse, guiding you smoothly through the night. In quiet mornings, stability grounds every stride, creating a moment where the heritage of the past meets the demands of modern life. Time accelerates around us, but the product remains constant, anchoring your motion in reliability regardless of how fast the world spins. Reality dissolves into abstraction, inviting curiosity to look beneath the surface and discover the deeper layers of what is possible. Paths stretch across continents, with each line tracing a global network of effort, responsibility, and the immense reach of our vision. Long before the spotlight, there was effort. This is the discipline formed in silence, years before the world ever saw the result. Speed captures determination here. The design looks fast even when standing still, preserving the history of motion in physical form. Every scar tells a story of progress. Innovation is built from the friction of trial and error, and the grit to try again. Great ideas often begin at home. This is where creativity feels most personal, where the dream is raw, unprotected, and real. Innovation flows from curiosity, turning the question of what if into reality through the relentless process of experimentation and design. Anticipation hangs thick in the air. It is that specific electric charge in the lab right before a breakthrough solution is found. What emerges is more than material. We aren't just looking at fabric, but at pure possibility, given a physical shape. Resistance gives way to intention. True craftsmanship is the art of coaxing material into a new form without breaking its spirit. Past and present align seamlessly, evolving the design language without ever forgetting the origin story that started it all. Ideas take form through repetition. Creativity is a muscle, refined by the persistence of doing it over and over again. One symbol carries global meaning, born from a single, confident stroke. It is now a language understood in every country on Earth. Identity rises from imagination. The legacy we see today was shaped years ago by those who dared to see something different. Collaboration fuels innovation. It is the harmony of many brilliant minds coming together to refine one singular purpose until it is sharp. Every texture tells a story of function. The design is guided by a responsibility to protect the athlete and endure the elements. Touch confirms the quality that eyes might miss. When you press into the material, it pushes back with resilience and strength. Confidence appears with every line. In the digital blueprints, designers imagine the future clearly, constructing it pixel by pixel. Perspective refines intention. By stepping back to observe the whole, a perfect visual and functional balance is finally achieved. Technology preserves creativity, ensuring that the creative idea travels from the mind to the factory floor without losing its soul. Precision defines the digital form. In this space, there is no room for error, allowing engineering to support imagination. Details decide greatness. A millimeter here or there makes the difference, as small adjustments ultimately shape peak performance. Creation moves from concept to reality. The anticipation builds quietly in the background as the digital file becomes a physical object. Layer by layer, structure emerges. Like nature, the form is built slowly. Patience, forming the strength that will support the body. Heat signals completion. Temperature acts as the catalyst. And finally, a prototype is born. Rough, raw, but alive. Sustainability enters the process. Responsibility to the planet is not an afterthought, but a core principle shaping the future. Color becomes motion. Vibrant hues represent raw energy, turning static dye into potential flowing forward into the production line. Transformation happens under pressure. It is a moment of chaos, guided by absolute control to fuse distinct materials together. Speed stretches material into purpose. Flexibility is not accidental. It is engineered into the very weave by the machines. Order replaces randomness. Consistency is achieved, ensuring that every single unit matches the gold standard required for performance. Thousands of threads become one. Precision weaving creates the unique identity of the shoe, merging individual fibers into strength. Strength hides inside elegance. Seams disappear by design to improve aesthetics while maintaining the toughness required for the road. Scale reveals discipline. Looking down the line, there is a beautiful harmony found in the repetition of thousands of hands working. The upper rests, waiting for its final form. It sits on the line, ready to be joined with the soul to realize its purpose. Precision moves forward without pause. Every piece advances inch by inch, getting closer to the moment it gains its final identity. Light scans for perfection without emotion. In this game, lasers ensure accuracy, leaving absolutely no room for assumption or error. Automation handles softness with intelligence. Technology has learned to respect the flexibility of the material, handling it with surprising care. This floor breathes with synchronized purpose. It is a complex dance where human intuition and machine precision move as one unit. Craft begins where focus becomes discipline. Human hands step in to guide what machines cannot feel, the texture and the tension. Every puncture is deliberate and controlled. Strength is built into the structure without sacrificing the integrity of the design. The swoosh is formed through patience. Each individual stitch reinforces not just the brand identity, but the trust placed in it. Experience confirms what data cannot. Approval is earned through the seasoned judgment of a master craftsman who knows the standard. Invisible strength is added silently. Support is engineered to be there when you need it, without serving as a visual distraction. Heat teaches material to remember its shape. The transformation is sealed through a controlled, calm cooling process that locks it in. Form finally meets function. The shoe begins to recognize itself as a complete object, ready to face the world. Contours lock into intention. Comfort is not a luxury. It is shaped through the absolute precision of the mold. Uniformity reflects mastery. Every pair looks exactly like the last. And this consistency is the ultimate proof of reliability. Power waits within steel. The heavy molds sit ready, prepared to shape the rubber that will eventually control motion itself. Material flows like intention. The energy of the heat is captured and controlled to create the perfect grip for the road. Pressure completes the promise. It is brute force delivering the final delicate form that the designer imagined. Creation reveals itself through steam. The mold opens, and a soul is born from the discipline of chemistry and timing. Design meets performance at the surface. Grip is engineered through complex geometry to hold the road in any condition. Inspection is constant. Eyes are watching at every station because excellence is demanded. It is never just assumed. Cooling brings stability. Patience allows the molecular structure to settle, letting the final strength set into the rubber. Air becomes innovation here. Lightness is engineered through rigorous science, injecting foam to defy gravity and absorb impact. Pressure expands possibility. Comfort takes a physical form that you can see and feel, ready to support every step. Transparency reveals confidence. There is nothing hidden in the performance. The technology is visible for all to see. Each line is now stripped down to the core message, perfect for a slow, dramatic reading over your clips. Precision replaces force, achieving perfect balance. Seals disappear, holding everything together, unseen. Rhythm defines production, sustaining the factory's heartbeat. Two journeys align. Upper meets soul in suspension. Bonding requires perfect timing and chemistry. Alignment decides everything. Exact placement, no correction. Heat activates intention, fusing materials for life. Fusion happens beyond sight, finalizing structural integrity. Pressure finalizes identity, nothing left to chance. Steam fades, revealing a recognizable silhouette. Touch confirms truth, strength and comfort in harmony. Presentation elevates creation. Design revealed clearly. Flexibility proves resilience, validating performance instantly. Stress tests confirm trust and durability. Comfort is measured in motion and real-time response. Nothing escapes inspection. Standards enforced through discipline. Cleanliness reflects respect. Every detail honored. Approval marks completion and official readiness. Readiness stands in formation. Perfect consistency achieved. Final refinement polishes perfection for the journey. Symmetry completes presentation. Order reinforcing value. Form preserved with care for the journey ahead. Identity returns to origin. The brand frames the experience. Closure signals transition. Creation becomes product. Scale expands. Movement prepares to travel globally. Light opens the path. The world awaits. Movement continues, carrying purpose to the world. Scale reveals readiness, aligned before sunrise. Security seals effort, time, and trust. Across open water, intention travels powered by belief. Every wave reminds us that progress is earned. Steel giants dance with balance and elegance. Momentum shifts to land, rolling forward without pause. Freedom stretches across the horizon, guided by direction. The city rises. Anticipation grows quietly. Arrival demands precision. Timing is everything. Doors open, revealing effort fulfilled. Calm precedes excitement. Preparation, shaping experience.
Mira qué fresco se
Order
ve todo.
transforms
Sí, es
emptiness
increíble.
into
Los niños
connection.
están encantados.
Every detail earns its place with respect. Light completes the transformation. The stage is set. A new day begins. Energy slowly awakening. Expectation gathers. Excitement building without noise. Anticipation lives in small movements before release. Connection forms, and a community grows. Silence holds tension. Final control before momentum. The moment opens, patience rewarded. Curiosity replaces waiting. Discovery begins immediately. Choice surrounds intention, framed by clarity. Decision pauses time. Instinct guiding action. Commitment feels satisfying. Identity confirmed. Ritual returns full circle, echoing the origin. Connection deepens through touch. Emotion meeting design. Comfort reveals itself. Fit becoming confidence. Balance tightens. Control achieved on pavement. The first step confirms truth. Movement feels natural. Pride appears quietly. Validation felt
There you
internally.
go. Have a wonderful day.
Shared approval strengthens belief, multiplying experience. Completion
Thank you for
sounds
your
simple,
purchase. Enjoy.
marking the transition.
I will, thank you.
Trust exchanges hands. Value acknowledged. A new chapter begins. Ownership becomes identity. Confidence carries forward. Movement is now personal. Expression finds rhythm. Joy amplified through motion. Impact meets protection. Performance responding instantly. Freedom stretches with breath. Stride syncing with purpose. Support proves timeless. Comfort without age. Stories merge. One constant connecting all. Power lands with grace. Strength controlled. Purpose. Onward to confidence. Speed and presence are bonded by achievement. Legacy settles into silence. Movement continues everywhere.